What if I told you the greatest story in football started on a napkin? Not a contract, not a stadium, just a paper napkin in a tennis club, scribbled by a desperate man who refused to let genius slip away. This is the story of Lionel Messi. But before the trophies, before the records, before the World Cup, there was a boy who was told he was too small, too sick, too weak. A boy who crossed an ocean alone at 13 years old. And that boy changed football forever. Rosario, Argentina, 1987. A working-class town where children played football in dusty streets until the streetlights came on. On June 24, a baby was born to Jorge and Celia Messi, a tiny boy they named Lionel Anders. He was so small at birth that the doctors worried, but his grandmother Celia just smiled. "This one," she said, "this one is special." By age 4, Leo had a ball at his feet constantly. When local coaches said he was too small to try out, Celia argued until they let him play. When he scored his first goals, she was there cheering loudest. Every goal Messi ever scored, he points to the sky. To her. To the woman who believed first. 700 thank yous to a woman who's been gone for years, but never left his heart. At 8, Messi joined Newell's Old Boys. Between ages 8 and 11, he scored nearly 500 goals. 500. Parents from other clubs came just to watch him. Scouts started whispering. Argentina had found its next star. Then, everything changed. At 11, Leo stopped growing. Doctors discovered growth hormone deficiency. His body didn't produce what it needed to grow. The treatment? Monthly injections. $900 a month. In a country where the average salary was less. Newell's offered to help. Then the Argentine economy collapsed. The payments stopped. And Leo's dreams started slipping away. Imagine being 11 years old, being told your body is failing you. Imagine watching your parents sell everything they own just to keep you alive. That was Lionel Messi, at 11. Jorge Messi made a decision. Argentina couldn't save his son, but maybe someone else could. He sent videos to clubs across Europe, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Barcelona. One by one, they replied, "Too small, too risky." Until one letter arrived, from Barcelona, from a man named Carlos Rexach. "Bring him," the letter said. "Let us see." September 2000. A 13-year-old boy boarded a plane with his father. He left his mother behind, his siblings, his home, everything. Destination, Barcelona. Time to prove himself. 2 weeks. If he failed, it was over. The next morning, Leo walked onto Barcelona's training ground. He was smaller than everyone, quieter, more nervous. Then the ball came to his feet. 15 minutes. That's all it took. Leo received the ball and dribbled past one defender. Then another. Then a third. The coaches stopped talking. They just watched. One of them turned to his assistant. "How old did you say he was?" 13. He shook his head. "He plays like he's 20. Sign him, now." But Barcelona's directors hesitated. A 13-year-old foreigner, an expensive medical treatment. Too many risks. Days passed. No decision. Leo's family was running out of money. If Barcelona didn't decide soon, they'd have to go home. December 14, 2000. A tennis club in Barcelona. Charlie Rexach, Jorge Messi, and an agent were discussing Leo's future. The talks had gone nowhere. The directors still wouldn't commit. Suddenly, Rexach stood up. "I need paper," he said. There was none. He looked around, grabbed the nearest thing, a paper napkin, and started writing. He scribbled a contract. Barcelona would sign Lionel Messi and pay for his medical treatment. He handed the napkin to Jorge. "This is my word," he said. That napkin, stained, crumpled, informal, became the first contract of Lionel Messi's career. The most valuable napkin in football history. No lawyers. No cameras. Just a man who knew that some talents don't wait for paperwork. Barcelona paid for Leo's treatment. Every night, he injected hormones into his legs, needles that hurt, that left bruises. But he never complained, because each injection meant he could keep playing. The treatment worked. Leo grew. By 15, he'd reached 5'7", tall enough to play, tall enough to dream. He moved into La Masia, Barcelona's academy. On his small desk, he kept a photo of his family. Every night, before sleep, he looked at that photo and promised, "I'll make you proud. Just wait." By 2004, Messi was training with the first team. Ronaldinho, Deco, Puyol, Xavi, Iniesta, legends. And this 17-year-old kid was making them look ordinary in training. In one session, Messi dribbled past two senior players as if they weren't there. Ronaldinho stopped, laughed, and put his arm around him. "This kid," he said, "he's going to be the best in the world. Better than me." No one laughed. They all knew he was right. October 16, 2004. Camp Nou. Barcelona versus Espanyol. 82,000 fans. In the 82nd minute, Frank Rijkaard turned to a 17-year-old on the bench. "Get ready." Messi stepped onto the grass. His first touch, a simple pass, controlled perfectly. His first 10 minutes, nothing spectacular, but something felt different. The crowd leaned forward. They watched. They wondered, who is this kid? They'd soon find out. May 1, 2005. Barcelona versus Albacete. The 91st minute. Ronaldinho received the ball near the center circle. He looked up, saw Messi making a run, and without looking, chipped a perfect pass over the defense. Messi didn't break stride, didn't think, didn't hesitate. He just lifted his left foot and guided the ball into the net. The Camp Nou erupted. Ronaldinho ran to Messi, and Leo climbed onto his back, arms raised, smiling like the boy he still was. That photo, Ronaldinho carrying Messi, became one of the most iconic in football history. The king carrying his heir. 2008. Pep Guardiola became Barcelona's manager. He looked at Messi and saw something no one else did. Not just a winger, the center of everything. Guardiola made Messi the false nine. He dropped deep, picked up the ball, and ran at defenders who had no idea what to do. If they followed him, they left space. If they stayed back, he scored. Defenders didn't face Messi during these years. They survived him. And most nights, they didn't. 2009, the year football witnessed perfection. La Liga won, Copa del Rey won, Champions League won, Supercopa won, UEFA Super Cup won, Club World Cup won, 6 competitions, 6 trophies. No team in history had ever done it. And at the center of it all, Messi scored 38 goals and lifted his first Champions League as the main man. At 22, he won his first Ballon d'Or. The first of many, the numbers became absurd. In 2012, Messi scored 91 goals in a single calendar year. 91. More than any player in the history of football. Between 2009 and 2015, he won 4 Champions Leagues, 8 La Ligas, 5 Ballon d'Ors. Records that would take generations to break. But it wasn't just the numbers, it was how he scored. Chip shots, solo runs past 5 defenders, free kicks curling into top corners, left foot, right foot, headers. He could do it all. But greatness needs a foil. In 2009, Real Madrid signed Cristiano Ronaldo. The 2 best players on earth now played for the 2 biggest clubs on earth. El Clasico became more than a match. It became a referendum. Who was better? Between 2008 and 2015, Messi and Ronaldo won every Ballon d'Or between them. No one else existed. No one else came close. Messi won 4. Ronaldo won 3. But the real story was how they pushed each other to levels neither could have reached alone. They were not enemies. They were mirrors. 2015. Another Champions League. Another treble. Alongside Neymar and Suarez, Messi formed Messin, the deadliest front 3 in football history. In one season, the 3 scored 122 goals. Defenders didn't just lose to them. They surrendered. This was peak Messi. Not just scoring, but creating. Not just winning, but dominating. The golden era in full bloom. But there was a shadow. For Argentina, the story was different. 2014 World Cup Final. Germany. Extra time, Mario Götze scored. Argentina lost. Messi walked past the trophy, so close he could have touched it, to collect an award he didn't want. The photograph of him staring at that trophy became the image of his career. So close. So far. 2015 Copa America Final. Lost on penalties. 2016 Copa America Final. Same opponent, same result. Penalties again. Messi stepped up first and missed. Argentina lost, again. After the third final, Messi sat in the dressing room and made a decision. He walked to the media and said 4 words that broke a nation. "It's over. I'm done." Argentina wept. Not for the trophy. For the thought of a world without Messi trying to carry them. For 2 months, the country held its breath. Fans held signs. Don't go, Leo. Children cried on television. The message was simple: forgive us, come back, please. In August 2016, Messi reversed his decision. I love my country too much, he said. Too much to give up. He returned to a standing ovation. The quest continued. December 2022. Qatar. Lionel Messi was 35 years old, his 5th World Cup, almost certainly his last. This was it, the final dance. But the beginning was a nightmare. Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. The worst start in history. Headlines screamed, the dream is over. In the dressing room, no one spoke. Messi sat in the corner staring at nothing, wondering if this was how the story ended. 4 days later. Mexico. Win or go home. 64 minutes played, still 0-0. Then Messi received the ball outside the box, 25 yards from goal. He controlled it. He breathed. He struck it. The net moved. The stadium erupted. On the bench, grown men wept. Messi didn't celebrate wildly. He just sat on the grass, eyes closed, feeling 40 million people breathe again. Argentina qualified. Then they kept winning. The semi-final against Croatia, Messi destroyed the best young defender in the world, dragging him across the pitch before assisting a goal. It wasn't just football. It was art. December 18, 2022. Lusail Stadium, the final, Argentina versus France. For 80 minutes it was a dream. Argentina dominated. Messi scored, 2-0, then chaos. Mbappé scored in 97 seconds, 2-2, extra time. Messi scored again, 3-2, Mbappé scored again. Hat-trick, 3-3, penalties. The thing that had haunted Messi his entire career, this time was different. His teammates scored. Every single one. When the final penalty hit the net, Messi dropped to his knees. 36 years of waiting, 4 finals lost, a lifetime of carrying a nation. All of it, finally, lifted. He looked up at the sky, at his grandmother, at everyone who'd believed first. And for the first time in his life, the greatest player in history let himself cry. 7 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions Leagues, 1 World Cup, 43 trophies, 700 goals. The numbers don't matter. Not really. What matters is that a child in Lagos watched Messi and decided to chase his own dream. What matters is that a grandmother in Rosario told everyone she knew, "That's my grandson." What matters is that for 20 years, Lionel Messi made the world stop and watch. He proved you don't have to be loud to be great. You don't have to be tall to be a giant. You don't have to fit anyone's mold to change the world. In the end, after all the trophies, after all the records, after all the magic, he's still just the boy from Rosario, the one who loved a ball, the one who never stopped playing. And somewhere, right now, another boy is kicking another ball on another dusty pitch. Another grandmother is watching. Another dream is beginning. That's the legacy. Not the goals, not the trophies. The dream. Still alive, still growing, still possible. Thank you, Leo, for everything.